Alright, today I'm going to be evaluating this Chapin 362D hose end sprayer mixer. All of these are set up to distribute so many ounces per gallon based on a dial on the top. And this one also lets you adjust it so it could be, instead of tablespoons per gallon, it could be teaspoons per gallon. Well, that's not very useful if you're trying to do lawn work, or we're looking for things in number of ounces per 1,000 square feet. So only by doing a test and determining how much actually comes out for each of those settings for 1,000 square feet will we really get an idea of what setting to use when we're putting down particular chemicals, like a liquid fertilizer in our lawn. So I've got a plan put in place to do that. Let me show that to you. So here's the evaluation plan. I'm first going to go through each of the tablespoons settings 1 through 7 and 10, which here I have in the column how many equivalent ounces that is per gallon. I'm first going to fill up the tank with some colored fluid, basically water with food coloring in it, and start at this setting A, spray 1,000 square feet, and then mark down how many ounces were actually used out of the tank. And then I'm going to do that for each of the additional levels, and if I have to refill the tank along the way based on how much gets used, that's fine. I'm just going to fill out in this column how many ounces were used for each of the settings for the 1,000 square foot area. Then based on that, I'll move down to the teaspoon setting and attempt to do the same thing with that. Obviously the teaspoon setting, there won't be a whole lot drawn out in 1,000 square feet, so I might have to make several passes to be able to get the number of ounces to accumulate that's coming out of the tank. But we'll make an attempt to get an accurate reading with the teaspoon adapter installed. Alright, let's get to work. So using my measurement wheel, I've marked off 1,000 square feet area using these orange markers in 4 corners of the yard. It's 40 feet by 25, which gives us 1,000 square feet. Alright, I got the tank filled up, 32 ounces. Got 100 feet of 5/8 hose on the end of my reel over there. That should be plenty to be able to reach the rest of the yard here. And we'll go to our spraying. Looks like we have 25 ounces left. Alright, I moved it down to level 7, where I'll do the spraying here. I'll do it for each of the additional ones, and then we'll add up the data. Alright, I finished the first level of testing at the tablespoons per gallon level, and only at the highest setting of 10 that this put out what I would consider enough material for use for lawn work, which was around 7 ounces per 1,000 square feet. I think I was a little bit influenced by having to hold the camera at the same time, so I'm going to redo the setting of 10 with the camera off. I'm going to see how many passes I can do when I'm full up here at 32 ounces, see how many total square feet I do to get down to an empty container. And from there I'll have a pretty good reading of what it does at setting 10. Alright, hold on. Well, I was really hoping to like this thing, but I did 3,000 square feet at the highest setting, and it looked like it only was mixing for the first 1,000 feet and it stopped mixing. I noticed the volume change going up and down. It really should not change at all. So there's something either wrong with this unit or the design. It's kind of funky. I think I'm going to give up on it. I'll publish the data. Maybe your results will be different, but I did not like using this thing. It swings around. You have to basically use 2 hands, one to hold the bottle, one to hold the handle. It just makes it very difficult to give a nice uniform application. Alright, that's it for this one. Talk to you later. So I was doing a little diagnosis on this Chapin hose end sprayer. If you notice, there's small little holes underneath each of the numbers here. They're not even sure why they're there. When I first use the sprayer, it usually comes out with good pressure, and then something happens. Water starts squirting out of one of these vertical holes, and I get no suction up the tube. So let's see if we can get that to happen here. Okay, starting right out, I'm getting good pressure. It feels pretty consistent. I'm going to check for suction. Yeah, I'm getting suction up the line there. Now I'm going to shut it off. Now look at this. It's popping up on that hole setting I got there, and I'm not getting anything going up the line here. You can see some kind of cavitation in the main hose, the main tube here. So definitely, that's why I wasn't getting any suction up the line on the second half of my test today, and I'm not nearly getting the flowage out of the hose itself. I moved it up to setting 10 here. There it goes, squirting out of number 10. So I have no idea why that's going on. And when that does happen, there's no suction up the tube here. It actually goes the other way. There it goes. We're back to normal. So if I shake it, it must have something to do with the vacuum breaker or such thing in there. There, look at that. Darndest thing. I really don't know what to do about it.